So I think that's, and in general, some of the stuff that ends up being positive for people is building relationships. So there's sort of the media part of social media, and there's the social part of social media. I think the interacting with people, to the extent that that's helping you build good relationships, I mean, friendships and good relationships is one of the things that correlates the most strongly with positive well-being and like feeling good about your life and all that. The media stuff, I mean, I think that's more entertaining. I think you can, people want things that are fun, right?
Yeah,
and
people want to be entertained,
it
for
doesn't
sure.
necessarily like correlate with good well-being or bad well-being. But I guess like the way that I think about this stuff is that it's our modern online environment is it's just an environment in which we live in a way that has pros and cons, like whether you live in a city or a rural place, right? It's like, okay, like some people may prefer living in a city. There's like things that are good about a city. There are things that are bad about a city, okay? Like the fact that we went from being primarily offline as a society to now like this kind of hybrid, kind of physical and digital reality. There's some things that are better about that, some things that are maybe less good. It's not that every single thing improves at each step along the way, but I think overall, it's kind of the overall effect is significant improvement, and I just don't see a way that people would want to like go back to not having services where they can get the content that they're interested in and where stuff is personalized to them and where they can communicate with the people who they want and don't need to like be constrained to just the people who are physically around them. It's just, I mean, like we're just, we're not going back to that. And if you look throughout history, it's like when people like first built cities, there were all these, there's a lot of kind of nostalgia for the simpler life and things like that. It's like, okay, yeah. And yeah, sure. Maybe cities aren't better in every single way, and some people might prefer to kind of only go sometimes or whatever. But I just think it's like we're building more and more capabilities as a society, and I think that's sort of I just think about this stuff more as like an environment in which we live.
So then it's more like like sometimes I think like, because I've been thinking a lot about this. I think a lot of people have. It's like, well, we're moving into such a like technology is advancing so much faster, right? It's accelerating the advancement speed, and then we're just humans, and we're in this space now where there's like one generation to the next, where one generation was completely grown up online and one hasn't really. So I wonder, and I think the older generation probably sees it as like, man, this is so negative, everybody's stuck. But I wonder if the younger generation, do they even know any different, right?